Politibro.com.
This is where we are. This is what everybody's doing. This is what happened in Czar. The people who got checks came in and took the checks.
Yeah.
The people who didn't get checks was running around marching. You see what happened to TK?
Yeah. TK who?
You see what happened to TK?
No.
You know that chick TK, right?
No.
Well, TK is one of the leaders of the women's marches.
Okay.
For Czar.
All right.
So she's running around organizing all this shit. And when they was handing out checks, she didn't try to get a check because they on some, we want the police station. So eventually one day, when they was over at the South Precinct,
okay,
he was over there protesting peacefully.
Yeah.
And they tackled her and put her in Harborview.
Yeah, okay. I heard about okay.
When that happens, Rich, I take that as a message.
Yeah.
I bet you, I don't give a fuck what narrative or message Andre Taylor put out there. I bet you he don't ever get attacked by the police.
Exactly, because they got an article right here that says how Seattle wound up with a street czar after CHOP and the George Floyd protest, and how he got a check. He says, "I feel like I cannot help the situation because of violence that will probably continue," Taylor said in a news conference. And the next day, the city agreed to give him $12,500 a month. So now it's all coming out that Durkan was paying Taylor all this money. Is over $100,000, a $150,000 contract.
But
yeah,
Rick, did I not say that from the beginning?
Yeah.
See, I hear what you're saying, right? Because you're speaking to the public, but between me and you,
yeah,
when we very, very first talked, and I was on like, when Andre Taylor shows up, checks are being issued. Like he shows up for the bread.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been. Like, this is nothing new. I always say, he's been knowing how to get to the bag.
Yeah, he know how to get to it.
This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing new at all. See, I'm gonna tell you what he allows. Okay. He allows people who ain't really in it for the fight. You can live vicariously through him because, see, he had to hold all that pain. His brother really got killed by the police.
Yeah.
Right? He really did bad time over understood agreement. See, one thing I'm going to say, kidnapping, drug dealing, murder, extortion, those ain't really understood agreements.
Yeah.
Most pimping is an understood agreement. Yeah, there's guerrilla pimping. Hey, them motherfuckers, believe me, in the long, they don't get to play the long game. If you guerrilla pimping, you will be caught soon, because there's always gonna be a woman with enough courage to say, I'm telling my mama.
Yeah.
This gotta stop.
And that's what it's kind of looking like right now in the media. Durkan, man, this could be political suicide for her. I'm not even mad at Taylor for getting the bag. The thing is, it's on Durkan who gave him the bag.
I'm not mad for him getting the bag either. But what I'm saying is that a bunch of other people who have they don't know how to finesse nothing.
Yeah.
They don't know how to see a problem, right? Because at the end of the day, pimps are kind of like problem solvers.
Yeah.
Right? You got lonely dudes. You got sex fiends. You got dudes who just want nasty shit. You got dudes who don't want to deal with no extra. I don't really want to get to know you and converse and have to care about anything about you, right? These are all problems that pimps solve.
Yeah.
Here, pay her, you gonna be good. So he knows how to problem solve. A bunch of the people who are speaking up, they don't really got the ability to problem solve.
Yeah.
Right? See, when his brother got killed by police,
Yeah.
he immediately popped into action and he formed something to address that, and things went fast.
Yeah.
Think about how many people we know who got family that done been assaulted, killed, attacked, brutalized by the police,
Yeah.
and all they could do is make a Facebook post.
Yeah.
All they could do is say something on MySpace. Like literally, they don't have the ability. They don't have the internal fortitude to put nothing like that together.
Yes.
They go and they work their 9 to 5, and then they come home.
Yeah.
So he makes them feel like, you know, he makes them feel a certain way. That's how come he speaks to them specifically. I'm speaking to the streets.
Yeah.
Right? Because the average motherfucker from the streets would never know how to operate in a room full of sharks. You might be able to operate in the jungle, but
Yeah.
you can't operate in the great blue sea, nigga.
Yeah.
See, Andre Taylor.
You gotta put the mic
operates
to your
with,
mouth. Yeah.
most of us, we operate with bears and tigers.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah. And so
that's the thing going on. That's the thing going on with that. But what I will say is that when you talking about a street czar,
yeah.
when you talking about a liaison, when you talking about some of these things, there's people who've been doing this type of stuff long before you put a name to it. And some of these dudes lost their lives trying to do this job.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting now that you're willing to pay this much money for someone to do this job when you've been killing black men for doing this job.
Yeah.
That's what Malcolm X was.
Yeah.
He was a street czar.
Yeah. And Big U down in L.A. and a couple other cats running around. But yeah, Malcolm X, wasn't that Martin Luther King too?
Martin Luther King, he's a street czar. Medgar Evers, he's a street czar. You know, man, like.
But my thing is this with Dre, I don't really think. Do you really believe he's connected to the streets like that though? Like these guys had juice in the streets.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is that
I'm not saying he don't, but I'm just asking from your perspective. You think he got juice like? Do you think that the streets are pimping is a solitary thing?
You seen American Pimp, but look, pimping is a solitary thing. But think about how many people who you know.
Yeah.
Right. Think about this, bro. Think about how many people you know. They might be a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Right. They might be a street dude. Like all this stuff. I give cats all these things.
Yeah.
But you know what? The one thing I've heard more people claim to be than anything that I know that they really ain't.
Yeah.
A pimp, bro.
Seattle was land of the pimp.
Like, hey, Rick.
Seattle was land of the pimp.
I tried to fuck around in that lifestyle for about a little bit under a month.
Yeah.
Right? And as far as quick money, it's probably some of the quickest and most abundant money I made. But that was a very demanding job.
Yeah.
And it was a job that I wasn't equipped for. I didn't understand the culture.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, it was draining.
Yeah.
It was draining because it's like you have to put yourself in a state of mind, in a state of being that 99% of people living, breathing just don't have. Now, mind you, bro, I was messing with some chicks, right? My grandfather was a longshoreman.
Yeah.
My grandma was a housekeeper.
Yeah.
And my grandfather did this little street shit. But when I met him, He was married to my grandma, being a grandfather. I don't know the man that my dad knew,
Yeah.
or that, but
Oh,
my grandma was
it
so,
usually works like that.
huh?
It usually works like that too.
Right. So it's all like I'm growing up, bro. You know how I grew up. Come on, bro. I went to school and the whole shit. So when I met the chicks, and they was from Chicago, by the way, who was putting me in the game, and they're teaching me this stuff. And I'm not getting it because I'm all like, wait, so hold on. Let me get this straight. So you're going out and you're doing all the work. And then I show up and you give me all the money.
Yeah.
And not only do you give me all the money, like I make sure you give me all the money. There's no respect. There's no boundary. I could go
Okay.
through your
Okay.
phone. I
Wait a
could go
minute.
through
Wait a
your
minute. Wait a minute.
belongings.
Wait a minute. Since wait,
I
hold on.
could,
Hold
I
on a
could go
second.
up,
Since you say
huh?
that, but since you say that, right? Um, isn't that the same thing he's doing to Durkin then?
Bro, do you okay? And this is why I love having these conversations with you, because you see how you put that together.
Yeah.
He's doing what he's
Supposed to do?
supposed to do.
Yeah. To
Like this is how come
so
I'm
is
thinking
Durkin
about this.
in
And the
essence getting
thing is that
pimped?
look, I love that most of our conversations are recorded. Remember when you asked me about it the first time,
Yeah.
and you were all like, well, am I wrong? And I said, oh, well, sure, to somebody. Right there, there's somebody who thinks this way. With me, what do I always say, Rich? The executioner is going to be an executioner.
Yeah.
We're only mad because now we know who the executioner is,
Yeah.
right? But like I say all the time, if the executioner isn't somebody who you look at more than being an executioner, you're going to say he's just doing his job, right?
Yeah.
That's like if we were in medieval times and the guillotine still existed. And then Rich was to come to find out Jermaine is the person operating the guillotine.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt you a little bit,
Yeah.
right? So guess what I'm going to say, Rich?
Yeah.
That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. And that's what Charles Mudede's doing, his job.
And that's what, oh boy, and everybody is doing their job now.
Yeah.
Rich, here's what we need to understand. We need to get in on this,
Yeah.
right? Because if he could get $250,000 for
Nothing.
calling people down, whatever
for Instagram posts and a few meetings.
Right. Now, my thing is this, bro. I'm trying to feed kids in general, improve their diets. Now, what am I worth for a year? If you know what, if 12 months out of a year, my thing is to feed families, feed children, make sure they have good sustenance, make sure that it's nutritionally correct.
You said something bad.
There's enough.
You said something bad. You said something bad, man. You said something really bad there. You said you're trying to provide nutrition. Yeah, you're in danger.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? I know this.
They want you to. They want you to either do. Listen, they want you to do nothing. They want you to do nothing or do harm with the money.
Yes. Yes. And the thing, and you know what? But the thing is that this is where I feel we can weaponize it, because now I can say, well, here's what I want from you. Oh, we're not gonna give it to you. Okay, cool. That's fine. Because if you would have gave it to me, at least you have a say-so, right, on something. But now that you won't give it to me, I get to take this and take it to the people and say, they don't want to do this for us because here's what I want to do. Yeah. And eventually there's going to be people who say, oh, we're going to fuck with you because of what they don't want to happen.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
With this Andre Taylor thing, hey, bro, I'm wet, bro. Believe me, this is some of the best stuff that could have happened for us, but we got to not be emotional, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta not be emotional. And with that being said, you gonna feel the way you feel,
Yeah. Because
right?
they, yeah, they
The way
starting
you feel.
this, you know, this, our earlier point with the sisters, they really starting to go into them
Oh,
online. I went in on them for the Fox thing, and like I said on the Fox segment with that, that's what I'm really was aiming at. Him as a whole,
yeah, you've never brought up none of that stuff. I'll give you that, bro. You
yeah.
never brought up none of that. You don't bring up that stuff because I know you don't. You know, bro.
I'm not mad at him
I
for getting
know.
paid.
Yeah, right. I was about to say you've been about $1 the whole time I've known you. I think I've known you since I was like 13. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But see,
But I do
but a
know.
lot of
I
look at
do
this. But
know
a lot of the
that.
sisters that are going in on him, I think it might touch on a little bit of that Jenny Durkin white girl breaking bread with a brother. See what I'm saying? I'm getting that feeling.
Well, but see, here's the thing. What they okay? Here's what the sisters need to do, or who's ever being critical, especially the ones that are involved in the system and that work for the 501c3s and
Yeah.
the and the institutions and things of that nature. Go get the check, man. Because they're handing them out and you can use it as leverage. Okay, you gave this much money for a street czar. Give me this much money for a coding apprenticeship. Give us this much money so that we can pay random people from random professions to come in and drop free game on the public,
Yeah.
right? He already do that with Word to the Streets. He bring them cats in, they drop free game. Okay, well, give me a couple $1,000 so I could give Rich some money. I could give Jasmine some money. You know me, I'm a name drop on mine. I could give Y King, Treyana, Mitra. Yeah, give me Marie, give me some money so I could shoot them some money so they can come and tell us, well, here's how you get a job with this union. Here's how you deal with this labor union. Here's how you get in this educational institution. Here's how you network into this golf club or into this STEM club. I don't know, but I do know almost everything out here. There's a black person that know about it. So we paid him for his expertise, right? Oh, well, then let's pay. Okay, well, everybody get a check.
All right.
So,
How about
so
this?
if
How
Rich,
about
so if Rich is gonna come in front of 100 children, 200 kids, and educate them on resume, how to fill out an application, how to balance a checkbook, I'm not asking Rich to do it for free. Fuck that. I want to pay that man. So
okay?
what? He'll do it for free. I want to give him $500. You know why? Because everybody else is getting paid for information. See, this is perfect.
All right. Well, let's. If he's the street czar, he has access to the direct access to the mayor. Kind of like, okay, how about some of the groups go to him and be like, yo,
Yeah.
put us in a meeting with Jenny.
Yes. Yes.
Because that's really the only way he's going to get credibility after this article rolled out. These articles, there's a slew. It looked like they're starting to come after him.
Rich.
So either Jenny's
Bro,
going to stop
Rich.
taking this guy's calls at some point to save herself politically, or she's going to have to start putting money where it's supposed to be.
Like I said, man, at the end of the day, some of this stuff, we gonna need you brothers to make this happen. We gonna need you brothers to push the line on it. And you know, some of this stuff we might have to go back to the architects. A perfect example,
Yeah.
Michael Preston.
Yeah.
It's amazing how Michael Preston's name ain't came up in nothing. You mean tell me we ain't trying to sit down with Michael Preston and learn something? How come we're not trying to talk to Carl Mack about nothing? How come We're not asking Harriet Walden anything. You know what? We're not asking.
I've had a
We're
brief
not asking.
conversation with her and I like it. I think she's very knowledgeable.
You feel me? We're not asking Omari Garrett nothing. We're not asking what's the woman's name who started Evergreen State College. It's a shame.
Oh yeah, my mom's
I should be
friend.
smacked for even not knowing her name.
Yeah, I
But
know.
you know how my mind works. I could think much faster than I could.
Man, Larry Gossett ran that for a minute too. He ran CAY for a while, didn't he? He started it, didn't he?
Man, CAY is Michael Preston, man.
Okay.
You know, look, Mr. Gossett is my neighbor.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, when we talk about Larry Gossett, that's one of them things where I'm going to be extremely partial. So, I don't really talk about Larry Gossett. That man, he's like my uncle, bro.
Yeah.
So whatever I don't agree with, man, you know I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah, let's get off of Larry because I went in on Larry already.
Hey, so, but as far as CAY go, that's Michael Preston. We need to reach back to them, all them. You know, God bless her soul. Too bad she's gone. Miss Jones. We should have been when Miss Jones was here. We should have been harassing the fuck out of Miss Jones. Tell me this. Tell me that. I need to know. Yeah. I need to know. Miss Jackson. Brenda Jackson. Yeah. Miss Jackson's here. We need to
or talk maybe we should reach forward for the money.
They gonna tell, bro. They know how to get to the bread, bro.
They do, because,
they gonna tell us. Right? D. Charlene. God bless her soul. She would have taught us. She would have told us. See, the thing is that we think we're so much smarter.
They need to write this in a book or something. They need to leave a manual.
No, bro. What needs to happen?
Jesus.
Okay, for instance. I gotta say this, and I might run up on the elder later and get smacked for it. It is what it is. It's cool. Angela Rye.
Oh man.
Wait, no, hold on.
Let's turn on the burner.
See, here's the thing. I'm not gonna say what you think I'm gonna say, Rick.
All right.
You know why? Because they're dead. Man, look, like I told Cash, if I seen Eddie Rye right now, I'm going to show so much respect.
I see Eddie Rye at the Capitol a couple months ago when I was up there down at Olympia, and he was I was like, what are you doing here? He was out there just making moves.
Now, how come we don't know this? How come we're not communicating with him and to be learned, right? His daughter is his daughter. She doing what she do, this, that, and the third.
Okay.
But shit. When was the last time we asked Elmer Dixon anything? When was the last time we asked Michael Dixon anything?
Yeah.
See, Aaron Dixon, he's because Aaron's so active, I'm going to assume certain things with him.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to give us Aaron Dixon. But what about all the others, Richard? Bro, we don't fuck with the people who laid the path, bro. And we're so far off the path that...
Man, these new cats, man, I don't know, though. That's running things on the street. That's...
Look, anytime you walking around with the message of, I'm not my ancestors.
Hey, Dre might be the last check. Gorgeous Dre might be the last check, man.
Dre. So, bro, it
looks like they're going for a smear campaign on giving out the money.
It's a
She
generation.
pledged 100 million in the article. She pledged, but there's nitpicking over 125, but they're not saying nothing about how the BLM money got distributed from the march in March, how that got distributed to non-BLM activities and entities. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about Gorgeous Dre getting uh, half of a percent for being a street czar.
Right,
And it
right,
kind of
right.
goes back to Gillum, Gillum getting caught in the hotel with white dudes. They don't, and how they, if it were a black,
Look,
yeah. See,
and that's my thing. That's my thing, bro. I don't want to minimize anything, right? I don't want to act like I don't get it, right? For the people who are critical,
yeah,
I understand, but let's be real, right? A majority of y'all, especially the people in my circle who I consider my contemporaries and peers and people who I feel are on my level of business and the acumen, y'all, if you apply yourself for real, you could get that type of bread. Some of y'all are getting that type of bread, right? So I know that it's not a matter of jealousy. Like, I know that this isn't you counting the next nigga's money. I get all that.
yeah,
But like you just said, bro, this dude just got caught up in it. And I understand we're in Washington, right? I got all the arguments ready. Oh, well, we're in Washington. I'm not from Florida. Man, listen, man, this dude trying to be the governor of Florida, man.
yeah,
You got the Zimmerman situation when you got some of these other situations that go on in Florida. We need to have some credibility. Well, here's the thing I can say about Andre Taylor. And this is just me being
yeah.
me and how I
Let's
look
close
at it.
out with this, with the with your statement.
He is credible for what he is here to do. For what his position is,
Yes,
he's credible on that. And you know what? More black people need to get into the mind state of I'm going to monetize my work. I'm going to monetize my fellowship or whatever. Like what he's doing is he might not personally dog walk you and hold your hand and say, here's what you need to learn.
yeah,
But all you got to do is rewind the tapes. All that stuff was recorded. Everything in Chop was recorded.
yeah.
Pieced it all together from the beginning to the end. And I guarantee somewhere in there, it's going to go ding, ding, ding. And you're going to figure out how to get you a check. All you got to do is solve a problem.
Yeah,
And that's the whole thing. He found a problem and said, look, I can help you
solve it.
solve a problem. That's what he's getting paid for. No matter how we feel
How
about
the
it,
media tries to spin it.
no matter how the media tries to spin it, right? And like I say,
Hey,
I
Chop
completely
ain't there. Chop ain't there no
look,
more.
I
I can't
completely
even get.
understand. I completely understand the issue with the pimping. Okay? Now, with that being said, here's what I'm going to say. Well, then that means that I have to view Malcolm X, El Haj Malik Shabazz, excuse me, and Maya Angelou different, right? Because the thing is like, I knew all about Maya Angelou before she died. Here's the cold thing, but when she died, all of a sudden, people used to bring up, oh, she used to be a prostitute. Hey, bro, I got some sad news for Negroes, bro. But a whole lot of our aunts and grandmas and whatnot at one time did prostitution. They might have did it for a short amount of period. They might have did it just to get some
Wow.
spending money and I get all that. I get all that, right? But at some point, there's a lot of people who we love, respect, and admire
Mm-hmm.
who did some of these things. Here's the whole thing with him. He put it on Front Street. See, American Pimp, that was his movie.
Yeah.
So he knows how to monetize things on a next level. Think about this, bro. This dude got interviewed in a federal penitentiary for a movie about pimping. And he didn't apologize. He said, hey, man, nigga, I'm standing on this. This pimping. See, I remember all that.
Yeah. I remember.
Right, like now, even now, he says, this made me better. This got me here, da-da-da. But he never be like, I'm sorry for whatever, whatever. And you know what, bro? I can respect that more than any man who gets up there and he's looking for friends.
But devil advocate, is he doing that now? Is he saying, hey, I put the Mac on Jenny?
Listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. Interview him and ask him about game, and I bet you he drop it.
I'm gonna see.
You
know what? I'm gonna hit him up.
Okay, hit him, and nigga, all you gotta do is just be like, yeah, because I've seen him do it, bro. I've seen him be up there to talk about social injustice or whatever.
Yeah,
and he'll swip. Oh, you want to talk about some game? Oh, let's get it, bro. He's real with it.
Okay, that we
niggas could say now. Like I said, we talking about what we talking about. We still stand where we stand, but like me and you both said, he ain't doing nothing that he ain't been doing.
Okay.
And no matter how we feel about it, and like you said, bro, it's mainly a certain it's a certain group. It's a certain dynamic of people who got an issue. But hey, bro, out of all these cats, bro, he's about the most consistent.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna close out with that, and then I'm gonna try to get a hold of him and see if we can get him on.
Hey, hit him up because I would love to hear, excuse me, what he got to say. I wish that he would like dog walk cats and really tell them, here's how you get it, here's how you do that. Because see, here's my whole thing. If he could figure out how to get that much money, right, from his lifestyle,
yeah,
then you can teach everybody else how to get it. And I tell you this, once he do that, I want to see if they'll still give you money. Because if they'll still give you money, bro, that's the ultimate reversal of the system, where I didn't have to change who I was. And not only did I get myself a bag, I taught other black people how to get the bag. Hey, bro, he do that. He needs to run for governor.
Gorgeous trade for governor.
Yeah, hey, bro, listen. If he start teaching other black people how to get the type of checks he get, you goddamn right he should run for governor.
Right on. All right, we're closing out. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try to put something out and see next episode or an episode or two. You want to be on the call?
Hell yeah.
All right, we're going to set it up. So this is for the listeners. We're going to try to get a hold of Dre. You'll probably hear this interview. I'm pretty sure you heard the last one, but the last talk. So, yeah, I'll hit you later, man.
All right, bro.
All right.